Your peeps, how are you handling your student loan payments? Like, I'm really curious. So those of you who have no idea, I actually have about 36,000 and yeah, 36,000 debt, student loan debt. It's been a while. I graduated and I'll tell you why I didn't pay off and all that stuff in just a second. So you understand the background and yeah, stop blaming me for not paying and being poor and all this stuff. But yeah, I'm just curious actually, like what's your story? On top, man, I have it actually, recent interest was about $700. So it's compounding. Even if I'm not paying, which I'm planning to do, I'm explaining in a bit, it compounds. So if you're thinking, oh yeah, the pause will help us, the dude is gonna, Mr. Joe is gonna come in again, giving us fake opium, which is the worst thing ever. So without getting too political on this channel, because student loan payments, federal, it's a little politics, I can't help it. So I'm just curious actually. This is not a channel where I discuss politics or anything of that sort, but this is a wide kind of general topic. And a lot of people are actually suffering. I understand. Beginning of this year, it's going to take a massive, not only credit card, highest right now, trillion American, citizens, like American consumers, highest credit card issues like debt, highest auto debt, mortgage issues, highest. And then you have the student loan. So how are we like still coping? I can tell you that personally, I go through all these challenges every single day. Like it's hard. I had to sacrifice food and a lot of things in order to actually keep up with it. I can come and say, I don't want to pay it. Let them take care of it. But dude, the thing is going up. The interest keeps going up. So who's going to take care of it? Nobody. If you really think they are going to do it, the politicians or the Uncle Joe, he's buying the votes. That's why I said, trying to get least political with this issue right now. All right. And I'm going to tell you my story right now without wasting time. So this video, first of all, I just picked up Fox Business for a reason, but how did people handle student loan payments post ending? They were a little brutal on the government because 40% missed first.
Chief, the great Steve Forbes. Steve, good to see you and Merry Christmas.
You too, thank you.
Obviously, they're going to still pay interest on this debt, but they're not going to pay late fees. Joe Biden says this is going to create economic growth. Some might say this could cause inflation. What do you say?
It's just going to cause
Mr. Joe said it's going to create economic what? Okay.
Trouble. And they should not be surprised at all.
Cause inflation.
60% were able to make a payment by mid-November, their October payment. Because when you go 3 years without having to make a payment, your payments adjust to other things. And so,
I mean, 60% made a payment and you go 3 years without, 3 years, right? Pause, right? Okay.
Suddenly having this thing hit, no surprise, big problems.
But Steve, 3.5 years was a $400 billion plus bailout, regardless of what the Biden wanted to do, because the debt got inflated away, interest wasn't accruing. That being said, here's the sneaky peek.
Yeah, you give a bailout to others, sure, right? Okay.
This is not going to be reported to the credit reporting agencies until late next year. So right around the time of election, and borrowers would not actually default.
All right, I'm going to just make it easy, okay? I haven't paid too much attention about a lot of stuff, but I have student loans. I don't need to play this, okay? I'm going to give you my 2 cents right now. And how am I planning to, what am I planning to do? I'll also tell you that, okay? And you do whatever makes sense to you, okay? This is my plan. So first of all, I have a bachelor's in information systems, okay? Computers, fine. I don't want to get into that, what I did with it, jobs. My point is, for me, it was just a waste, literally. I remember 10 years ago when I told my family, there's no point. This degree is going to be valueless sooner or later. I'm reminding you. And then I was told the opposite. My mom literally told me to take student loans. She's like, everybody takes student loan. Immigrant mentality, right? I told you, I don't want to be blaming people, but that's reality. Imagine me going to college and stuff, clueless to some extent because, immigrant, understanding how things work. No, you should study. Either you have to be a doctor or an engineer or a computer guy or whatever, right? Because that makes sense. You shouldn't be anything that you're passionate about because your passion doesn't pay your bills. Okay. But how about I figure out a way to cash in and monetize my passion? That takes time and a lot of resources, also knowledge. Now, who's going to give me knowledge? I had nobody. No godfather, nobody, literally nobody, right? I have family here who moved in the 80s, my relatives. Their kids are pretty sorted out, even they don't understand much of, I don't know what they know or not, but they don't have to worry about it because their mom and dad secured their properties and doctors, they worked hard. While my mom told me to take student loans without understanding how things work. Even till today, I can tell you, I taught myself everything for a reason. All right. I mean, people in my situation, they would have been in deep shit. I'll tell you this. However, I kind of pulled myself up and started focusing on minimalism and quite a bunch of stuff. I have reasoning behind it. I have huge dreams, but I needed to understand the system. And it seemed like I got played by the system, even my own family, because it's just like, take student loans. Okay. Without realizing what's the implications and why, literally, because they didn't even take loans. If your mom and dad took loans, then they tell you to take loans. That's the worst thing ever. I don't know if any family, because my relatives, they literally, their kids, my cousins, they never had to take a loan. They don't even do anything with their degrees right now. A lot of them, like I said, I don't want to get into personal stuff because I feel like I'm the most hungry person here who actually wants to make it and do the right way. But the system played it in such a way that they don't tell you the stuff, how to make it in real life. It's all about taking loans. There's no guarantee, man. Hey, you get a graduate, and if you don't get a job, we will give you a full refund. Hey, there wasn't 100% money back guarantee. Every freaking product comes out with a guarantee. There was no guarantee on the university degree, right? So imagine I at least have a proper information system, computers, which is at least to some extent relevant. What happens to those who took degrees for my cousin, masters of English? But yeah, her dad and mom is doctor, so they have multiple properties. Doesn't matter. She can just idle and do something for passion because her bills are covered for eternity, whatever you want to call it. Me, I have to keep up with it while my interest keeps me poor every single day. Let me tell you this. I have business loans, 6 figures, but I have also student loans. Business loans makes sense to some extent, but I've messed up because take loans. Nobody guided me in that way. Okay. Hey, you have to be careful. COVID, keep paying. No, it's all about my dad. Yeah. Forgiveness is coming. Most likely. He's working on it. But this dude, Mr. Joe, has been working forever. He's just trying to buy votes, man. Again, you can choose whoever you want. But the point is, if somebody gives you fake hopium, if you have been following my channel, I told you, I hate fake hopiums. Okay. If I told you a pick, oh, okay, this thing goes down. I get it. But if I told you, oh, you know what? Don't worry. Hold it till 10 years. It's going to make you rich. I don't even know that. And I'm just giving fake opium based on macro. I'm seeing the opposite. Yet I'm giving you the fake opium. I mean, that's what I don't like. All right. And that's exactly what happened. Even in my family, I've seen it in my family and I see this politicians playing the same game and also the whole stuff. And then that bothers me. So when I told you, oh yeah, okay, wait for it. Oh yeah, take the stimulus, invest and lose the money. So I didn't care. Hence, I was just making minimum payments so far, quite some time. But during the COVID, I stopped, right? Because we're getting a break. And I took out business loan to invest in stuff, but I had mistakes. My life was kind of crazy. I have a podcast. You can watch it to understand. Yeah, I shouldn't be hyper-economic. It's chilled. But my point is, this is what happened. All the stuff got on me hard. Now, situation, gloom and doom, this, that. Now, a lot of people are panicking. Okay. So you have to, first of all, figure out your stuff. I'm not going to give you financial advice, but trade loan is the hardest one. 25. I even took personal loan, dumped it in crypto, lost it. And I had to get back $10,000 to pay that personal loan, and then credit card loans, and then student loans, maybe there. Then I have business loan. Think about it for a second. So not all debts are bad, but when student loan and all this stuff, it doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm paying something which I don't even use it, and I never wanted to, but I got pressurized by the society or whatever. If you take a degree for college, engineering or doctor or whatever, makes sense. Okay, whatever. And if you have a job, you're happy. I just didn't know. So that's what I'm saying. I can see inequality and all this from my own different family members. That's why I can tell you, like, okay, it's real. Because I'm also living a hard life. Because when I'm struggling to pay my loans and bills and stuff, I can understand. So I can understand how others out there relate to me. There are people with 100,000 debt, student loan debt, can't do anything, right? Maybe I can figure out my life because, okay, I'm creating videos. I can provide a service, I have some skills. I'm, building. There are millions out there who are suffering. So I'm in your position, believe it or not. Just because you see me living in this place, recording videos, I'm a tri-breed mentality. In order to take me down, it's going to be hard. Okay. Because my mindset, that stuff is just straight. You can put me in one room and I can be anywhere in the world. And I don't think anybody can do that. Like you can put me in a bunker and I can survive because that's my way of doing it. I can't help it. There's nothing else I can do. I have no options. I have to make it. What else can you do? Just move forward. Make yourself useful, resourceful. Just make it. So now my pep talk is out. Let me tell you this. Okay. Had this. What's my deal? I want to pay this off as quick as possible, but at the same time, not as quick as the other loans because I have credit card debt. Okay. I have other stuff. So I have to manage it and balance it out. This one is not giving me any returns at this moment, but I still have to pay it off. There's no forgiveness. And believe it or not, I never expected any free money or any forgiveness. It's just fed by the whole people around me, the welfare people or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, don't worry. Just vote for this. Oh, no, it's forgiven. This, my debt, I want to pay it off, right? Even if I was played by it. Sure. But maybe there could be a relief a little bit. Who knows? Maybe 10,000. Maybe if there is, I'll take it. But the point is, I'm not waiting for any of these. I'm responsible for my loan and I will pay it back. I have top level credit score. Okay. I never defaulted in any loans because, hey, why would I? If I'm responsible, if I'm taking money, I'm responsible to deliver, pay back. If I'm paying, if someone's paying me for a service, I'm responsible for delivering that service, right? Simple as that. That's what I believe in and that's what I follow. Okay. Self-reliant, self-sufficient. That's it. So I'm trying my best to make as much money as possible, keeping one chunk aside. Right now, I'm just trying to keep up with interest. I don't want that interest to accumulate. So pay off the interest, that credit card interest, not the credit card, the student loan interest. And then I plan on putting in $200, $300 extra every single month. Okay. And there's another way this other dude actually mentioned that have a savings account and try to put as much as possible in the savings account. And then at the end, you use the whole chunk to pay the whole big principal on the student loans. Okay. Let me tell you, the feeling is amazing. Okay. I have not felt it, but I can tell you that once I was debt free when I didn't understand how even debt was there in life. Because yeah, once you're under your family, when they feed you, they don't teach you, they feed you. I want to teach people, educate people around me, not just feed them and throw them a fish. I wish they could have taught me and gave me more knowledge or said, hey, go to certain places and teach yourself. No. Hey, you should learn from other guy who's a 9-to-5 job. Learn from him. How can I learn from him? I don't know because I don't want to do what he's doing. Hence, I guess God told me, okay, I'll give you something and maybe you would utilize it. So I guess I get signs and based on that I act. And I got this sign which says, nah, you're not going to wait for anybody to come and forgive this. It's not going to happen. You need to pay it off. That's a sign I got. So from that time I said, okay, you know what? I'm responsible and I am going to take care of this. And that's it. So I just wanted to give you my 2 cents. All I can tell you, all strong, we got played by the system, amigo. Sorry to say that. Yeah, I'm with you. But the only thing we could do, just slowly pay it off and just become independent. They don't want us to be independent, man, because that's slavery. That's pure slavery. Every time you look at your bank, you get some money coming in, and the next moment you see this gone. And guess what? This one, you can file bankruptcies and all this stuff. You can get away. That's just not the only thing. The other thing is they can literally hold money directly from your paycheck. Just like government taxes, right? They can just garnish your payment. What do you call that? Slavery. So yes, we had a choice, but unfortunately we signed into some foolish stuff unknowingly. And that's why I believe education is important. Not the traditional education. I call that educated fools. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm educated because I have a degree. Yeah, bruh. What have you done with your degree so far? Cause more debt, cause more pain into your life and other people's life. That's it. I mean, cut it out, man. Teach yourself, educate yourself, the real life stuff, the real knowledge, hands-on skills. Anyways, that's my pep talk. I have to just get it out, man, because it's real. Take it easy and maybe I'll keep you posted. But my point is, there's no point telling you, hey, I've paid this. I will pay it off. God will. And then I'll let you know that I've done it. Okay? Peace for now.